welcome to another Effortless Wise Marketing video with me, Trevor Emden. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to find high ticket coaching niches for yourself, one that suits you. So if you want to find high ticket coaching niches, there are just 3 steps. I'm going to walk you through them in the next few minutes. Before I do that, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. There'll be a little bell icon, click that as well so that you get notified when I upload more useful videos like this one. Hey, what could be simpler? Now, let's have a look. So, if you go on Google and search for high ticket coaching niches, you'll find things like health and business and make money online and all the usual suspects. The problem with those lists is they're not about you. You want to know what would work for me. So here's how to do that. So first of all, step 1 is no matter how you frame it, you've got to niche down. Now, everybody will tell you that. So let me just take a moment or two to explain what it actually means. It's very, very simple in its concept. And it's very easy to do as well, but you must do it. Don't ignore it. And I'm emphasizing this because I work with a lot of coaches and I know that they resist it. Yes, but I can do everything for everybody. And I have to confess, hands up here, full disclosure, me too. For a long, long time, years, I made the same mistake. I thought, well, I can help everybody with anything. If they want to stop smoking, I can help them with that. If they want to overcome fear of flying, I can help them with that. If they want to just do some kind of self-improvement, I can do everything. Why shouldn't I just say, hey, I can make you happier, I can make you more successful, I can make your life better? I'll tell you why. Because that's not what people buy. And here's the simple reason. Put yourself in their shoes. So if you're, I don't know, let's say a 50-something guy with a health issue, would you go for a health program that was aimed at 50-plus guys with XYZ health program, or would you go for a general I can make you healthier, anybody program? See what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. You've got to go for what works for you, or more accurately, what works for them. So how do you find it? Well, you look at yourself, look in the mirror. The easiest people to help are people like you who are struggling with a problem that you've now dealt with, you've overcome. So that's going to be your key thing to do, and it's going to be key to the other 2 steps in this. So niche down is the first thing. Sorry, I'm jogging the microphone. So now step 2, which is also really simple once you've got that first principle down, is do what I call close the gap. Now what I mean by that, now coaches are not there to solve the problem for the client. That's not your job. You can't possibly know the solution to every individual problem about absolutely everything. That's not your job. I'm sure you realize that. You probably don't need, I hope you don't need me to tell you that, because the client themselves is going to find the answer. So it's a bit of an overview, but here's how I see it, and I think you'll find this helpful. The client is stuck. There's something they want. Something they want to have, maybe something they want to be, maybe a combination of both, often a combination of both. But they're stuck. They know that it's possible to achieve what they want to achieve because they see other people having it, other people achieving it. So there's a gap between where they are and where they want to be. That's easy enough to understand. Your job is to help them close the gap. Now, the reason they can't do that themselves, that's a bridge, by the way. You're building it, helping them build a bridge because they can't see a way across this gap. The reason that they can't see their way across isn't because they're stupid, it isn't because they're a failure, of course not. It's because they've got some stuck thinking somewhere. One of the commonest things that people say to therapists is, I've tried everything. And it's a gift when a client says that to a therapist, because nobody has ever tried everything. But the client thinks they've tried everything. What they really mean is, I've tried everything I can think of. And they probably have tried whatever they can think of multiple times. They may even have come up with variations, but it's not worked. So they've tried everything they can think of. What you're going to do is be the catalyst that gives them some light bulb moment, some insight into thinking of something different, something they hadn't thought of before. And all you've got to do, in a sense, is nudge them into that. So what gap are you going to close? Because that gap has to be causing them pain. It's no good if they are saying, well, it'd be nice if that happened, but I don't really care, just be nice. They're not going to pay you for coaching if it would just be nice to make it go away. If you can wave a magic wand and go abracadabra and make it go away for no money, then they'll take that, thanks very much. But then you're out of business. So you've got to find a gap that's causing them pain. Why does this matter to them? So that's another video when we'll talk about what makes the sale, if you like. But you need to know, you need to do your research in saying, I need to find, is there a group of people who really, really are struggling to solve this problem? That's why make money online is such a huge market, because it's not that people, they do want to make the money online, but underneath that is where you've got to get. They want the freedom. They want to get out of the dead-end job. They want a better future for themselves or their kids or their family or whatever it is. All right, so you've got to look at the why behind what they're chasing. And so you need to check that out. And then the third step is, and this is what makes it easy for you, draw on your experience. Because every one of us has solved countless problems. How did you get from wherever you were to some place that you now are or wanted to be? Now, it may be that you say, but I'm not an expert. I haven't reached the top of the tree. In my case, for a long time, I was in the world of personal development, and the top of my tree would have been probably somebody like Tony Robbins. I don't think I'm ever going to reach the same dizzy heights that Tony has. Doesn't stop me working in that field. And I'm pretty sure Tony wouldn't mind. I'm no threat to Tony. Okay, so it's not about, well, if I'm not as good as him, then I don't have a place. Everyone has a place. And you are further down the road than somebody who's a step or two behind you. You don't have to know it all. You only have to know, well, I got from A to B, and that helped. That changed something. That changed my life in some way. So draw on your own experience, and then your ideal client is someone like you were X amount of time ago. Easy to find then, right? So you're going to find, what was the gap that you wanted to close? So you're going to find the problem that someone like you wants to solve, and they haven't figured it out. And you figured it out. We've all done it. That's how you find your hot niches. That middle one there, you've got to find that it's a gap that's painful. That's the key to it. Because if they don't care, they're not going to buy coaching for it. So, hope that's been helpful. If you want to run your idea past me for free, then please go to the link that you'll see appearing on the screen now. That won't be clickable on the screen, but down below in the description, that's the word I'm hunting for, below will be a clickable link. Go there, book yourself a call with me. I don't believe in doing, arm twisty sales pitches. We will have a conversation, and I will do my utmost to help you with your business and with your idea. Okay, at the end of that conversation, if we decide we would both like to continue working together, then we can have that conversation as grown-ups. I'm not going to push anybody into anything. It'll be entirely your decision. So don't worry, is this like, oh, I don't want to get into the sales pitch. You know, I am in business. I'm not going to lie about that. But you can talk to me. I'm here to help. So I'm not here indefinitely. So I don't know when you're going to watch this video. There is a limit to the number of calls I can take. So take advantage. If you're watching this video, you want to do that, just go down to the description below. If you're watching on YouTube, find the link, click it, book a call. Thank you for watching. Hope that's been helpful. See you next time.